Hello friends, today we are going to talk about yet another weekend about English Premier League season, and things are getting murky after the new wave of Omicron coronavirus and matches are getting postponed. Premier League is going to sit down and talk about the future course of action, but that is for the later. If you haven't subscribed our channel, please go and subscribe our channel so that you could get all the latest updates about English Premier League and Champions League and the fantasy tips which we are going to provide you every week and just before the game begins. So this week we are only going to have 5 matches, and the first of them is Aston Villa versus Burnley. Since Steven Gerrard has taken over, they have won 4 of their 6 games and they have only lost 2 matches. That is 2 heavyweights, Manchester City and Liverpool. Steven Gerrard has brought back the aura of Aston Villa. It's a huge club, as he has mentioned. It's a huge club and he has taken up this challenge to enter the Premier League and face the best of them all. After 5 consecutive defeats, Dean Smith was removed and Steven Gerrard was given the reins, and he has done pretty okay. So they are up against Burnley, and I think this should be a straightforward victory with a clean sheet. Watkins, no wonder he has been the most transferred in player this weekend. So I am going to go with Aston Villa victory and another victory under the belt of Steven Gerrard. So this will inaugurate our this weekend, and the second game is Leeds versus Arsenal. Of late, Leeds have lost 2 games, but never mind, that has been against the heavyweights Manchester City and Chelsea. Both are front runners for the title this season, but the last game is the one which is going to pinch them a lot. They lost 7-0. Bislah's biggest ever defeat, and that was against Manchester City as they ran RIOT 7-0. But this game, I think Bislah is going to fancy this game with Rafinha in good form against Arsenal, which has not done bad either. They have lost against only the heavyweight sides, but against mid-tables and lower mid-table teams, they have done pretty well. So this is going to be a close call, but I think this is going to end with Leeds winning this game, and they have to win this. If they don't win this, they are not going to finish in mid-table. So games like this, they have to fancy themselves. These 2 games are for the Saturday, and for Sunday it will begin with Newcastle versus runaway leaders Manchester City. Newcastle was bought by a new owner and there was something very good going on in Newcastle, but things have not been so pretty of late. They have not shown progression, and Manchester City is in a very good mood of victory and scoring goals without any centre forward, and that is a huge deal regarding their success. So this is going to be a straightforward victory for Manchester City, that is what I presume, and they are always going to have different kinds of goal scorers, so it is very difficult to predict which goal scorer is going to be on the score sheet this weekend. But Bernardo Silva is doing pretty okay. Sterling is doing well. Scintillating Mahrez is always in good form whenever he gets chance to play. Kevin De Bruyne, this is one player which I would suggest you can have from this game, and the defenders are always doing wonders. Diaz, Ederson are 2 good choices, and Cancelo, he hardly plays now as the Champions League season is going into its mojo, but Cancelo, Diaz, Kevin De Bruyne, Ederson are 4 players which I suggest you have to have them in your team to score some very good points. Then it is Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves have shown some good form of late, but Chelsea are starting to drift away from the top of the table, which is not a very good news. Everton stole a point in their last game, but Chelsea would want to amend their ways and start back into the winning ways. So I think this game is going to go for Chelsea. Lukaku has to find his feet, and the midfield of under the leadership of Mount is pretty good. Defense has struggled a bit of late, but I think that is a bad fate which may pass away from this game itself, and I think this is going to be a victory for Chelsea with a clean sheet. Then we have the game of the weekend, that is Spurs against Liverpool. Spurs under Antonio Conte against Liverpool, who are running RIOT of late with Mohamed Salah in a blistering form. He has been providing points, either goal or assist, in 15 consecutive games. He has matched Jamie Vardy, none other than Jamie Vardy's dream season, and it won't be any surprise if he adds to his goal tally or assist tally this season, and I think this is going to end in Liverpool's favor. It could be a scoring game. So these are some of the wonderful fixtures which are lined up for this weekend. And not to forget, if you haven't subscribed our channel, friends, please go ahead and subscribe our channel so you can get all the latest updates, and it gives us a lot of confidence to bring you all the latest updates, fantasy tips, and the match prediction. So I would suggest you have to captain Muhammad Salah, and or you can also go with Alexander-Arnold, but the only reason is I think this is going to be a scoring game between Spurs and Liverpool, but with the assist and goal scoring form that Alexander is in, you just cannot rule out his scoring returns. But Muhammad Salah would be my captain's pick. All the very best for this weekend and your fantasy tips. For more, stay tuned to our channel. Have a very good weekend.